I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about our full-size tenon. Now this one actually still comes in a wooden box. The reason is it will not fit the cardboard box that we now sell all our other saws in. And I'm going to compare this to our medium tenon so that you can see the difference. It's the same handle. I use the same handle on all my saws. The reason is that when you get accustomed to using that one handle and you'll be able to learn just by feel alone where plumb is, that carries through to all the other saws. The biggest difference is the length of the blade. This full-size tenon is 12 inches long, the medium is 11 inches. The brass back on the full-size tenon is a full 1 inch. It's 15/16 on this one. Your depth of cut on the medium tenon is 2 inches, 2 3/4 inches on the full tenon. Tooth count is the same, except for we have little coarser starter teeth. On the full tenon we use 20 teeth per inch. The 12 teeth per inch, which are the main cutting teeth, are the cutting faces relaxed a few degrees to make it a little bit easier to use. 2/1000 of an inch set per side on all my saws. That lets them track very well, which produces a nice straight cut, which results in a very flat surface, which is exactly what you want for a good joint. The handle, it comes standard with our black composite. We call it ebony resin. You have the option of ordering the bone resin, which is about 15% heavier than the ebony resin. And for an increased price, we also make it available in white oak. Now these are unfinished. I'm still working on them. We have what we call fiddleback maple, which is gorgeous wood. When this is polished up, it's got some incredible figure in it. Now these handles, or this handle, was designed to fit my hand. I wear a large size glove. If your hand is close to my hand in size, a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, this will still be very comfortable. It is a 3-finger open pistol grip. So these 3-finger recesses are for the bottom 3 fingers. Your index finger points down the front like this, and you hold the saw much like you would cradle a baby's hand. Don't squeeze it excessively. If you have a really large hand, we also offer a large handle. Now our standard handle, when I put the two together, you can see how much bigger the large handle is. So that may be more comfortable if you have a really big hand. Now using this saw, you're going to want the 2 3/4 inch depth of cut if you're doing any large work, building a bench, or any time you've got a tenon that's going to be a lot longer than the 2 inches, which is what we are able to do with the medium tenon. It has great weight. It'll actually cut through the wood with just the weight of the saw alone. All you've got to do is aim, push, and pull. Use your little teeth in the front to get it started. Once you break the surface, you can follow up with the big teeth. Because the gullets are deeper than they are on a dovetail saw, the sawdust being cut by the tooth has more room to accumulate in that gullet, so the tooth will cut longer. With the little teeth and the little shallow gullets, they fill up quickly and the saw essentially stops cutting. But this will sail through that wood easily. It's a pleasure to use. And by the way, when you're sawing, use all of the blade. Nice long stroke, and you won't be sharpening nearly as often. We make these saws right here in our shop. If you're looking for a tenon saw and you need more capacity than what's available in the medium tenon, then this is the best saw that you're going to get. We make these saws so that they will work out of the box. The idea is to eventually get to a point where you can assemble your joints right from the saw. In order to do that, you have to have a saw that will leave a surface that you can glue to. Because it tracks, as I mentioned, it will produce a straight cut. Straight cuts result in flat surfaces. 2 flat surfaces give you a great joint. If you're interested in this kind of work, order it. We'll be happy to send it to you, and you'll be as happy with it as I am.